Hello and welcome back. I literally cannot believe it's time to do another energy update, this time for September 2021. Uh, Time is just flying right now. It feels as if I only filmed the August one a blink ago, like literally a day or two ago. So, oh my gosh, what a month. What a month August has been. It was hot. It was hot, it was spicy. There has been so much that has been being brought to the surface. For those of us that we have our eyes open to be able to see, there is still a lot of people around the world that are not prepared to see what's going on. And that's okay, that's their path. We just need to send them love right now. There are some people out there that are getting frustrated because, there's some of us that are saying we just need to give these people love. But the truth is, division isn't going to help us right now. We need to unify, and we need to, unity is going to be the strongest thing that brings this world as we know it, this three-dimensional matrix, to its knees. So please do keep giving love. Please do keep giving love to yourself. Very, very, very important. So I've made some notes for September energy update because it was channeling through me like an absolute train. Some of you would have heard me say on my videos on Instagram or Facebook or wherever you guys watch me, maybe YouTube, September is going to be sizzling. I think I said that initially a couple of weeks ago, and it has not changed. September is going to sizzle. So if you think about it, if you've got some oil in a pan and you throw something in and it goes shh, that's what's going to be happening this month. It is going to be intense. All right, so I need you guys to buckle up and hold on for your dear life, because this month we are literally going to be sizzling. The intensity is going to be going to a whole new level. Now, that's not something to be scared of. This is good. I actually feel that we are about 7 weeks away from really going through, the deepest bits of this. And then what happens when we get to the deepest bits, we start to come back out the other side. So yes, September is going to be a sizzling month. Yes, there's probably going to be lots of noise and lots of distractions and all of those things taking place. Be ready for it. Be ready for it. So something that I was shown this month is that the other side, we'll call it, so we are the light, the other side are actually going to be upping their game this month. Like I just mentioned, there will be more distractions than normal, and it will be really, really quite challenging for all of our humans to be able to say, this is just an illusion, or this is not true, or use your discernment. Okay, so whenever you get that moment of oh, maybe this is real, maybe this is what's really happening right now, please take yourself off. Give yourself half an hour, a day, whatever it takes for you to be able to step into your heart space and say, is this real? Ask yourself the question, is this real? Is this something that I really need to pay attention to? Honestly, we've been prepping you for the last 12, 18 months for this. Now we're really, really getting towards the deep end of the swimming pool. Okay, before we can turn back and come back. So now is the time to be standing up. Speak your truth. Even if people think that you're crazy, set clear boundaries with people and take action for what you stand for. Action kept coming up a lot this month. It was like, yes, we need to give love, but we need to stand up and we need to say no. And this is what we came for. We are the majority. We must learn to coordinate our voices and coordinate our actions, whether that be meditations, whether that be walking down the streets, whether that be, turning up to these events where they're going to the TV studios and they're going to the courts and they're doing that stuff. Like whatever works for you, whichever piece of this you feel drawn to be involved in, go and get into it. Give these people your support. There is so many different avenues that you can go down right now. Figure out what works for you and go do that. That is your contribution to collective consciousness. Now, one thing that came through very, very loud and clear when I was, I sat down to take the information for this month is I kept being told, remember, rocky starts often lead to bliss. So you know what it's like. Sometimes what happens in a relationship is you bang heads and you're trying to, you know, push each other's boundaries. And, you know, if you hold on, you end up having a really incredible relationship. Things mellow, things change. And it's the same. Sometimes we have to go through a lot of clouds to get up to the really blue sky when we take off on an aeroplane. So we are going through a bumpy phase right now, and the bumpy phase is going to be continuing for a little bit longer. However, we are going to get the bliss that we envisage. We are going to be seeing everything that we possibly can dream of. But it's about turning those dreams into reality right now. Lean on your soul family. Find your soul family. I actually got sent something today in a WhatsApp group, and it was absolutely beautiful. And I'm going to share it through my Telegram and my Facebook groups. And literally there was an area of grass. I don't know if it was on a roundabout or more soil. It wasn't grass at all. I don't know if it was on a roundabout. I don't know if it was on the side of a road, but basically somebody had gone there and planted all of these herbs and different things. And the sign basically read, help yourself. You know, help yourself to whatever, like when it grows, help yourself to whatever it is that you choose, you know, whether you're homeless, whether you know, like just help yourself. It means that's living proof that New Earth is happening. People are living in New Earth now. It's up to you. It's up to you to decide that you want to be involved in it. I decided a long time ago. I think I did a choose your timeline video a year ago, if not longer. And, you know, I was saying then you've got to pick your timeline, and maybe the message was a bit too early for people, but really you have to pick your timeline. I don't know about you guys, but I'm manifesting ridiculously right now. Even something silly, like there was this thing and I kept thinking to myself, the end's going to come off of it. The end's going to come off it. And what happened? The end came off of it. Like literally everything that I'm manifesting. So check your thoughts. Check what you are thinking about. Check what you are speaking about. Okay, very, very important. Now, something I was told very, very much talking about speaking and the rest of it is this month is very much about clear your throat chakra. You know, if you need to tell people to F off, tell people to F off. If you need to set boundaries, set boundaries. If you need to speak your truth, speak your truth. If you need to go out into the middle of a field and just go, ah, and clear your throat chakra, please do that. This is all about tapping into this area this month. We must recognize we are on a deep cleansing of our souls, but we are also on a deep cleansing of the universe, of the planet, of the world, whichever one resonates most with you. It's essential for our freedom that we get this throat chakra cleared. Okay, it's essential. When we are doing the do, we get the activations. Okay, Archangel Michael has been coming down a lot. He's been communicating with me a lot recently. I've been asking him for some help, but I've also been given a lot of help from Archangel Michael. And what he's basically said and communicated and, you know, given me the visions of is he is going to be protecting everybody that is following their soul path. Now, do remember, if you are speaking your truth, whether that means you're in agreement with this or not, whether you are, like, it doesn't matter what the subject is. If you are living your truth, if you are doing what you believe to be your soul purpose, if you are loving people, if you are helping people, if you are serving people, he will be protecting you. All you need to do is ask for help. Ask for help. Okay, call him in. Archangel Michael, please can you come in? I need some help. Please can you help me? X, Y, and Z. Okay, September is the month to rise up. September is the month to speak up. September is the month to, you know, clear your throat chakra. It's about cleansing your whole body, like bringing the energy up. And the same will be mirrored on the planet. So there's a few things that I would like to share on top of that. What I was shown is through the month of September, allow as much air around you as possible. And I was like, what? Like, you know, all we need to do is go outside. And it's not just about being outside in nature. Like a lot of people go outside in nature and they don't breathe properly. So go outside in nature and breathe properly. Really allow that connection to nature to get into your cells. Very, very important. When you're driving your car, have the windows open, allow the air to be circulating, switch off the AC if you possibly can. Really allow that air to circulate. In your home, have the windows open, allow the air through, unless it's freezing like it is here in the UK, but still allow the windows open and allow the air to be moving around. Another great option is get some really beautiful house plants that help oxygenate the air. Like, that's something that I'm doing when I move into my new apartment. That's the first thing I'm going to do, is make sure that I've got lots of plants in there that oxygenate, that really, really help continue that circulation of the air. If you're in your office right now, or if you're in a study at home, make sure that you've got the air flowing. It's really, really going to be helping you in a massive way. We need to ground. We need to remember that, you know, we can pacify things if we're breathing properly. We can regulate things, we can get on top of things, and we're going to need it this month. We're going to need this tool in a big way. September is also going to see a lot of why me? Why me? Why is this happening to me? Victim mode kick in. And what I mean by that is inner child. There's going to be a lot of healing to do with our inner child that is going to be kicking in. Now, very important, I do not consent. I've shared this a few weeks ago on an Instagram live or a YouTube, or I don't know, somewhere. I do not consent is very, very easy to say. I do not consent. If you do not remember anything else, just say, I do not consent. Okay, your beliefs are going to be challenged. Everything that you stand for is going to be challenged. Boundaries are extremely important right now. Recognize this is your inner child. Recognize you need to love her or love him. And that is going to be how our growth catapults through September. Not going to lie to you guys, September's going to be bumpy. It's going to be like bumper cars, you know, it's going to be bumpy. We're going to take some big, swift jabs to the side. So you need to be prepared. What happens if you get punched in a fight? If you've ever done boxing, or you've ever done Thai boxing like myself, or MMA or something like that, what happens? And you go again. You have to breathe through it, which is why I've been giving you these tips. We must recognize, ladies and gents, we are at war. We are in a battle. We are fighting for our life right now. We are fighting for our freedom and for the freedom of our little beans, as I call them. Okay, I know that word is being censored right now. We are all going to be presented choices through September. Be aware to take time before acting, so that you know that it is you and not your ego, or not some voice from your mum or your dad or somebody else that is pushing you into that. Very, very, very important times that we are living in right now. It is time to rise up. It is time to rise up. Now, there's a couple of things that I'm going to share with you, and I'm probably going to regret sharing it, because whenever I give timelines, you know, it just doesn't happen. So, and I'm not very good at giving timelines, but I'm given timelines, but then obviously things shift. But I'm just going to be honest with you guys, you know, I don't have anything to hide from you. So what I'm seeing is that around the first week, second week of September, we're going to see some huge shifts with regards to alternative financial choices. Okay, you know, like your cryptocurrencies, things like that. End of the first week, stepping into the second week, I'm seeing there's going to be a huge shift around the finances. The other thing that I'm seeing September, October time is that we are going to have one of those another one of those things which is plaguing Australia right now. You know, they've got quite a heavy down going on, haven't they? So I do see, I'm not going to say the word because it'll probably get me banned or whatever, but I do see that end of September, like the second half of September, beginning of October, we are going to be back in that situation, potentially globally, but definitely here in the UK. Okay, so I don't like to put the doom and gloom in there, but I want to be real with you, and I just want to bring this up into your consciousness. I hope that this is going to be the last time that happens to us, because we have to stand up and we have to keep going. And, you know, it's down to us. Nobody is coming to save us. It's down to us. Yes, like I said at the beginning, we can do lots of different things. We can do a collective meditation. We can focus on collective healing. We can walk the streets. We can open our shops. We can, like, whatever it is, like, there's lots that we can do. Figure out what resonates with you, and please go and do that. We are relying on each other right now. Unification, unity of the human race is exactly what we need. And we're witnessing it. We're witnessing it. You know, I know in Australia, tomorrow, the 31st of August, they're planning a big, you know, the truckers are planning a big thing. We've got people rising up in Germany, in France, like all over the world. So we are unifying in our own separate countries and kind of like coming together as a solidarity front. And that's what we need to be doing here. Okay. September is the time for us to continue that. September is the time where we are going to get challenged even more. We are going to hear more noise. Our discernment is going to be extremely important. And we are going to be presented with choices where we either have to rise up or accept, you know, the path that a massive part of the population right now are aiming for. Thankfully, those of us that are aiming for freedom and to get things back to normal, we're never going back to normal, but better than normal, going to new earth. Thankfully, our vibration is far greater right now. Love is far greater than any kind of fear. So when people are saying to you, oh, love's ridiculous, or they think love's going to save it, no, actually the vibration is like 10 times stronger, if not more. Okay, so please bear that in mind. You know, you can still tell somebody to F off and come from a space of love. Just know that. Doesn't mean you have to be a walkover. Doesn't mean that you have to be one of these woo-woo spiritual new agers. I'm not saying that. The reality is love is the strongest vibration on the planet. We can either embody it or we can keep forgetting it, which is exactly what we've done over the last 26,000 years. I know what I'm choosing. I still kick ass every single day. It's up to you guys, okay? I am so freaking excited to be doing this with you. I really am. The September energy is ours for the taking. I cannot wait to share the new moon information soon with you. It is powerful. I've been getting so much information for the new moon already. So it's powerful. We've got a biggie coming in, guys, and we've got this. Okay, I'm going to link back to a really beautiful video that I did with Amelia BT and his gorgeous partner Carla. Guys, I will see you soon. Do not forget to like this video if it resonates. Please comment below and I will come back to you. Please do remember to subscribe to my channel and find me at www.lucydavis.com. I'll see you in the next video, beautifuls.